Cleveland! How we feeling? 1-0. Game one in the books, a victory for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A big, huge, massive, monumental win. 1-0 to start the series. This has not happened without LeBron James in 30 years. Shout out Craig Porter. He did not play, but he will certainly be making his appearances as we go ahead. Hopefully he gets healthy and is able to join. The Cavs are 1-0. They took game one. They knocked off. Hold on one second. They knocked off the Orlando Magic in game one, 97-83. Hold them to 83 points. Can we take a bow? The defense should absolutely raise its hands and take a massive bow because you just held a team in the first game of the playoffs to 83 points. You scored less than 100. Your offense was not at its best, being guarded by a very physical squad. You overcame a ton of whistles that did not go your way. You went 2.5 quarters without making a three ball, and you win the game by double digits on your home court, leading wire to wire. That is absolutely what the playoffs are about. Nobody knew how the Cavs were going to react or what they learned from last season because the regular season, just like last year, had its ups and it's had its downs, right? We had our highs and we had our lows. We don't know what's going to happen. We can't predict the future. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't talk about game 83 at any point in the season. Playoffs are a different beast. Truly, I was excited. I was anxious. I was nervous. And I think I speak for many people when I say that. Because where is my excitement level? Where is that passion level? When they start out with those 2 threes, we were yelling. We're going crazy. The ESPN broadcast was actually broken at the moment. There was no play-by-play being done. So you heard the crowd getting into it immediately. First, Max Strus, then Donovan Mitchell on back-to-back possessions to start the game. They're up 8-2 before the Magic could blink. And look, this was far from pretty. The lead was cut to 4 in the third after it was 14. Orlando had some really impressive two-way stretches. But you know who didn't falter? The Cleveland Cavaliers. Because you know why we're recording this right now? Who went 1-0? Say it again. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Who, by the way, stat of the day, as per the broadcast, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 17-1 in playoff series all time when taking game one. The highest winning percentage in such situations in the history of the NBA. So there's a good chance if the Cavs can hold it down for a couple more, they will improve upon that mark and maintain having lost just one playoff series when taking game one. And you have to go really far back into the archives for what happened today to happen again. Because LeBron James played 11 years with the Cavs, got them to the postseason 9 times. They never lost in round one. He took them to 5 NBA finals and 6 conference finals in his time in Cleveland, right? Never lost in round one. They had no problems in round one. The Cavs, without LeBron James, have not won a game one in the first round since 1993 against the now moved New Jersey Nets. It's been a hot minute. That's a lot of time, folks. That is a lot of time. I was not born in 1993. I did not witness 1993 in any facet, let alone the Cavs. And here we are because Donovan Mitchell started to look good, scored 30 points, 11 to 21 from the field. My favorite lines, though, Max Strus needs to work on his shooting a bit. They got to get him more consistent looks. Evan Mobley, 11 rebounds. Jared Allen, 18 rebounds. Max Strus, 9. On the other side, no Magic player had more than 7. For all the chirping he was doing, Mo Wagner, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and +1 in 13 minutes. The new joke here, and I don't want to get ahead because we have a whole series, so I really don't want to be crucified. Cold Anthony. Orlando Magic guard Cold Anthony shot 0 for 7 from the field in this game. 0 for 7 and -5 net rating. Cold Anthony, folks, he was nowhere in sight. He was not here. Markelle Fultz 0 for 4. And yes, he brought the clamps. But Jalen Suggs, 4 for 16. Paolo Banchero, NBA All-Star, 9 turnovers in this game. I don't care that he had 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. He shot over 50% from the field. He gave us the ball 9 times. Thank you, Paolo. The Magic only turned the ball over 12 times. Paolo had 9 of them. Jonathan Isaac, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 steals. He's certainly somebody you have to key in on. The problem with Orlando, obviously not their defense, because Franz Wagner had 3 blocks and Isaac had 3 blocks. Orlando came up with 12 steals in this game. They forced the Cavs into 17 turnovers. They have no scoring at all. Paolo had 24. Franz had 18. Suggs had 13 points on 16 shots. Isaac, 3 of 8. Mo Wagner, 4 of 8. Fultz did nothing. Orlando's only players with a positive net were Ingles, who didn't have a field goal, and Mo Wagner, who obviously impacted the game in his minutes, although very telling, though, that he only got 12 of those minutes in this game. Donovan stepped up. Max stepped up on the glass. Isaac Okoro, 18 minutes. Defensive intensity was there. Niang only shot 1 for 7, but he was a plus 13. Got some Sam minutes. Didn't work out. Would love to see it again in game 2. And truthfully, I think you might want to put in Marcus Morris in game 2. He's someone the crowd can certainly rally behind. He can bring the physicality anytime you need him to. And there's a lot that can be said about what Marcus Morris does for a basketball team on the court, right? He gets into it. He's gritty. He's tough. He never backs down. There was the game against the Hornets. He's had his moments for the Clippers many a years. So, right, let's see how it all shakes out. The Cavs are 1-0, baby. Tell a friend. Cavs are back. Back again. This ain't last year. The Clipper collapse? What Clipper collapse? That was 13 days ago, man. We don't talk about that anymore. That was a regular season game. A game 1 win changes everything. When you lose game 1, it's how do you adjust to the other team? Right? It's how do we have to change things for them? When you win game 1, you just keep rocking it, because now the other team's like, all right, how do we come at you? Do the Magic consider making a starting lineup change right off the bat, maybe getting Cole Anthony, 0 field goals, into the starting lineup? Because Cole did have some good games against the Cavs the regular season. He is one of their higher scoring bench guys. Joe Ingles, does he move into the starting lineup? He's also played with Donovan Mitchell for many years. Maybe they throw a former Jazz man in to try and stop the Cavs star. Ingles starting could be a positive. Maybe they throw Mo Wagner into the starting lineup. Supersize it, right? So then Paolo drops to the 3, Isaac at the 4, Mo at the 5, Franz at the 2, Suggs at the 1. That's certainly an option for them, right? But that's their problem. For us, Cavs Nation, we're 1-0 as a fan base. We watch the team take game 1, watch them play that good basketball that they can play, and just so proud of this outcome, of this result. It ain't easy winning playoff games. If it was easy, then you'd be seeing a lot more upsets over these years. 8 seeds don't win often. 7 seeds don't win often. Yes, the Heat did just go to the final. I realize that. You know see how hard they had to grind to get past some of these teams? You have to play hard-nosed, physical basketball. You have to win on the glass. You have to limit turnovers, and you have to unlock things you didn't do all year. The Cavs said that they practiced against this physicality in their sessions leading up to this game, and clearly it paid off. Orlando's a chippy bunch with very little offensive punch. They're good enough to be a top 5 team, though, in the East, ahead of the likes of Miami, Indiana, and Philadelphia. So clearly, they are here for a reason. Not going to overreact to this game. We're going to let Orlando make their changes, and the Cavs are going to hope to come back and continue to play strong. But going into game 2, look for the Cavs to try and keep that momentum up. Make sure that Donovan and Darius stay on the same page, and Jarrett Allen lets them know that the lights are not too bright. That was a one-time thing. That's going to do it here, folks. Zach White's with you as always. The Cleveland Cavaliers go 1-0 today. They overcame the officials. And yes, certainly Kyler Carroll. The officials were not at their best today. They'll have to be better, as a lot of the players, even for the Cavs, are going to have to be. Niang did not show up. Levert really had a couple of great moments late in the third, but he did not show up. So a lot of things have to change, from the officials to the players to the staff to the rotations, because I highly doubt we even get a stretch next game where Orlando is comfortable throwing out 5 reserves. It was their first playoff game under Jamal Mosley. JB's been here before. It showed that they'd been here before with the way they managed this one. The Cavs get the win. Game 2, Monday night, 7 o'clock. Let's get it. It does not matter. This is the NBA TV series. The next 2 are on NBA TV. So be it. Let the schedule makers realize their problem after the fact, that they're throwing a Bucks team without Giannis in a slot ahead of the Cavs. And actually, I don't think it's that game. Not to harp on that point. Cavs should not be the NBA TV series. They have no business there with the players they have, the accolades these guys have. But you know what? Show them their mistake. You know what the Cavs motto has been all season? Let them know. Let them know. On to game 2, Monday night in the land. Let's get it.